Hey y'all, thanks for joining me again. Okay, so it has been about 15 hours since I got finished putting the resin on all of my coasters and on that painting. So I wanted to show you how I remove the tape from the backs. You can see that it has a really pretty glass finish now. And since they are just dry to the touch, but they're not fully cured, I try not to touch the top of them. So I'll hold them by the sides. Oh, I didn't realize that I did not have those taped. Oh dear. Okay, well, this I'm gonna have to take a little knife and I will shave off those so that it will be flat back here. But that'll be easy enough to do since it's not fully cured yet. But let me go find one that actually has tape on it. I thought I only had one set that didn't get tape on it. I didn't realize those didn't either. So here's this. It turned out so beautiful. So I flip it over, and then since I layered the tape here, here, and here, then I see that this is the part that's over the top. So this is the one I want to work on. And then I just take a corner and kind of pick at it a little bit, or else like if there's a bump, like that one from the resin, a lot of times you can just kind of grab that and pull at it, and it will pull up the tape. So then you just kind of go around and gently work your way around it. And sometimes it'll rip a little bit, which is fine. It'll give me a starting point. I used to take the tape off of these like a long time after I had resined them. I just, set them off to the side until one day I would decide I wanted to take it off. And then you have to heat it up with a torch and all of that. But then last time that I did resin, the main reason that I resined is because I had a set of coasters that was purchased, and so I needed to get it taken care of as soon as possible. And so I actually took the tape off the next day, and I was amazed at how easy it was to get the tape off, because I have a piece of resin right here. It's still really flexible, whereas when that 3 days is up, it won't move like that. It'll be really hard and stiff. And that's why it works so well to be able to take this off right now while it is still soft and flexible. And you don't want to do it fast. You want to make sure you're still doing it slowly so that you don't peel any off where on the sides or anything. But it works really well. You can see it just comes right off where the bubbles are too. Otherwise, a lot of times the bubbles will stick more. And then once you have this, I didn't get this fully cleaned off, so I just put it on there and it peels off the dried up resin, because I was trying to clean it up last night and it just was so goopy that it wasn't coming off. So this is how I fix that problem. All right, I'm going to bring the other coasters over here and I will show you what they look like now that they have resin on them. They are so beautiful. Okay, so here are these four. They are so beautiful. I left them apart a little bit because I don't want them getting stuck on each other, since, like I said, it's still a little bit tacky because it's not fully cured. But just love what a coat of resin does. Makes it so shimmery. So beautiful. It gives it so much depth. Love how it makes those colors just pop right back out. So there's what they look like together, how they match up. These are the ones that I used the iridescent paints with. And then these two match up right there. And these two match up along there. Just love these so much. They are so beautiful. These are available for purchase. If you are interested, send me a message at tammyvaughnart@gmail.com. Here's where those two match. So pretty. Alright, and then I'm going to stick them back where I had them. So even though these are dry to the touch, I still like to keep them under the tents until they are fully cured, because I don't want any dust or anything to get lodged into them. So I have this knife, and then I just turn this over since I messed up and didn't tape it, and then you just gently and carefully, so you don't end up cutting yourself, go along here, just kind of work it so that it takes the bumpiness off of it. Okay, and then I'll just do that with all of the ones that are lumpy so that it gets that off, and then it'll sit smooth with the backing on it. Alright, I'll show you these. I'll work on those after a bit. I just wanted to show you how you can fix it. I love the effect of the 24 karat gold in these. Very, very pretty. I think the colors go really well together. They sparkle so much. So much shimmer to them. I don't know how much I'm getting for you to be able to see. It's hard for me to see what you're actually seeing. I'm sorry. Alright. Here's this one. I didn't realize it until after I took all of them off and was sitting the last one down that I didn't save the names and put them back on the backs of these. So I don't remember fully which ones are which. I think this is the Metallic Silver by Arteza, and this is the Silver by Artist Loft. I might have those two mixed. I know this one's the Extreme Glitter by Folk Art. And then one of these is the Shimmering Silver by Deco Art, and one is the Sterling Silver by Rust-Oleum. I think this is the Rust-Oleum one. I don't remember 100% sure. I'm sorry, I was going to keep those on there so that you could tell me which one you liked best. I think overall, I prefer this one the best. It is the Extreme Glitter by Folk Art, but I like the way that the silver plays off of the light more because of the fact that it is glitter, and so I think it gives it more of a sparkle. The Extreme Glitters in the gold I didn't care for as much, but I do think I like the overall look of this one the best. These I like too. When you move them around, like part of the time you see the gold and part of the time you see the silver. I wasn't planning on putting any gold in these, but it was in the peach iridescent. I think it's pretty. I just wasn't planning on having gold in them because I didn't want it to detract from the silver test that I was doing, but you know, it's all right. I do like the lacing and the cells that I got by using this, like in all of them. I think they're all pretty. This one, if you like lots of silver, is definitely got it. I'm thinking that if I used one of these other silvers and then I would use the Extreme Glitter Silver as well, I'd probably really like that in them, because then you would have the silver look, but you would also have the extra sparkle from the Extreme Glitter, the way that it would catch the light. So at the time of this recording, all of the pieces that I'm showing you that are resined are available for purchase. Once again, you can reach out to me at tammyvaughnart@gmail.com. Alright, I'll put these away and get another set. So here are these. Unfortunately, it was getting hard to see last night, and these do have a little bit of stuff that got in them, but they still look really pretty. These are the ones that were my first flip cup on coasters. I really like the way they turned out. I probably will do more of these in the future. Did you like these? Is it something that you would like to see me do more of? Let me know in the comments. I like how they go together and yet they are so unique in and of themselves. And I don't know if it's picking it up on the video or not, but these parts in here are metallic. And so they do shimmer in the light. So this one probably really does. You gotta get it in the light just right, and then you can see it. But it just has this little bit of a sparkle that you can start seeing moving around. So I don't know if it's picking up on the video or not, but they are really pretty. All right. I'll pause this and get the next ones. So here is the snowflake that I made. It's a little bit tacky still, and so I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there for the full 3 days. But I wanted to show it to you anyway. Here are these beautiful, beautiful coasters. I like them. These are the ones that were the frozen versus non-frozen Floetrol experiment. And I don't think there's enough difference in them to really matter. So I think that shows that even if your Floetrol has frozen, it's okay to use it. What we did is brought it in the house and let it set for several days, didn't disturb it or anything, so that it could thaw out naturally. And then you just make sure that you shake it up really good, like you do anyway when you are using Floetrol. These shimmer so much. They are so very pretty. Love the color combination in them. And I think it makes a really neat looking set with 2 black and 2 white. So here is a single one that I resin. It just looks so beautiful. I love the way resin just makes everything pop out and looks so beautiful. Here's this one. And here's its friend. All right. So one of the things that I forgot to mention about taking off the tape is you always want to pull either straight up or in towards the center of the piece. You never want to pull out, because if you pull out, then it could take some of the resin off of the side, and you definitely do not want that to happen. So you just make sure that you always do this, and sometimes doing it that way might make it stick a little bit, and so you just kind of work it with your fingers then. Coax it to come off. Now with the paintings that are on canvas, I do not touch the edges when it's not fully cured, even though I'm taking the tape off now. So I have the mat clean, and I have it gently resting the very edge of it on that so that I can get the tape pulled off. Otherwise, it's probably better to wait until this is fully cured on the canvases before you take the tape off. All right, here is this beauty. I absolutely love this. I think it is gorgeous. Very, very beautiful colors. I definitely am planning on doing more iridescence. So I have a question for you after I show you this. All right. So the question I have for you is, when I do my next pearlescent one, they are pearlescent, they're not iridescent. I was wrong when I said that. I do have iridescence though as well. But anyway, so which pearlescent would you like to see in my next pearlescent painting? I have Pearlescent Orange by Master's Touch, Pearl Dark Green by Arteza, and this is actually more what the color looks like, and Pearl Red Copper by Arteza. So I'll let you vote and tell me which one of those you would like to see in a painting. All right, that's all that I have for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Bye, and God bless.